A historic ruling as former President Donald Trump becomes the first U.S. president to be convicted of a crime. A Manhattan jury found him guilty on all 34 counts yesterday.
So many questions now. What does this mean for the presidential election coming this November?
We're joined by U.S. Senator Markwayne Mullin live this morning to talk about this. Good morning, Senator. I think the first question would be just your thoughts to this historic verdict.
Well, it's actually sad to see. I'm actually traveling right now. I'm on the campaign trail with the Senate and with the Trump team in Ohio. And when this came across, I was actually in Charlotte. And so the news was all over the place. And just the people in the airport was aghast. People couldn't believe it. And personally, for me, it was a sad day. It's a dark day to see what's happened in our judicial system, see how they've weaponized it and went after a political foe here. There was many opportunities Republicans with the district attorneys or the AGs in red states could have went after the Clintons. We chose not to. And now you see Alvin Bragg, who is obviously campaigned in New York as a district attorney to prosecute Trump. And you see that they've actually done it. It's really, this case is going to be overturned at the end of the day. But it should never happen. We shouldn't be doing this to our judicial system and just giving it a black eye.
You do think this will be overturned? That was kind of my next question. Trump says he's going to appeal, but could he actually go to prison if this whole thing carries through? Kind of your thoughts on possible punishment?
I'm sorry. The audio is really bad here. Can you repeat that question?
Yeah. Do you think he'll actually go to prison?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's no way they can send him to prison. I think even the judge knows better than that. And as far as this conviction, all this conviction was so the Democrats could run that President Trump's a convicted felon. As we all know, that doesn't keep a president or any person from running for political office. At the same time, all this does is also galvanize the base. You saw Win Red right after the eviction go through, which Win Red is where the president receives a lot of online donations, literally crashed because so many people ran to that and was upset by what's happened as donating and helping fund his campaign. This is going to backfire greatly on the Democrat Party.
Senator, I want to ask you, the convictions in the case are about how the business records were were filed in connection to the payments. I want to kind of set the paperwork aspect aside. The underlying allegations of the case are that the former president slept with a porn star and paid her off. Does that concern you at all about the moral character of President Trump, aside from the paperwork legal aspect?
I am so sorry. It's so digital on my end for the connection. I couldn't hear that.
Do the allegations concerning Stormy Daniels concern you all about the president's moral character?
I think you said it is concerned about the president's moral character. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody has came after Trump from the beginning, and that hasn't changed. They were coming after President Trump's moral character back in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and they haven't stopped. I think people know President Trump. I know President Trump as a personal friend of mine, someone that when families are in need, he goes there. When my family was in need, when my son got hurt really bad, President Trump literally offered to pay for it. He flew to Bakersfield, California, just to meet with my son, not to meet with me, but to meet with my son and encourage him in his cognitive rehabilitation. I know family members that have lost loved ones in our war against terror that live in Oklahoma that President Trump has literally sent their kids to college or has put them in endowment for college. Anybody that knows President Trump on a personal level understands this is a man that loves this country. He absolutely loves his family. And he loves the people, and he will do anything for it. If Obama or Biden did one thing that President Trump does in silent, it would be all over the news. But they don't play the good things about President Trump because that doesn't fit into the national media's mindset. They always want to just go after the stuff that may be questionable until they continue to drag his character through the mud. But the character I know is a man that's a solid individual that's raised the good kids.
Senator, here in Oklahoma, I think a lot of people are wondering what this will mean for the ballot. What are your thoughts on this?
I think you said what it means for
the ballot.
Yes, the Oklahoma ballot. What does it mean for the Oklahoma ballot?
Hey, I don't think it changes the Oklahoma ballot at all. In fact, I think it drives turnout even more. A lot of people, you're seeing the Hispanic community, you're seeing libertarians, you're seeing independents, you're seeing the black votes that are all coming over to President Trump right now in numbers that we have not seen before. Reason why is because people are seeing right through what's taking place. And this attack on President Trump, it's going to drive turnout at a higher level than what we even saw in 2020. The more they go after President Trump, the more people get upset because they see that they're weaponizing our judicial system and people want to take back this country. I get people all the time that say, I think this country is too far gone, or if we lose this election, I'm afraid we can't recover. And I say that's not true. We will recover. We have to. We don't have a choice. I'm not willing to say that we can't win this country back, because we will win this country back. But we've got to turn this ship around. It's going in the wrong direction underneath the leadership of Joe Biden. And I believe people see that. And that's why people are moving towards President Trump that wasn't even there in 2016 or in 2020.
Senator Mullin, we appreciate you hopping on with us, even through the connectivity issues. I know Oklahomans so thankful to hear from you this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely.